This is the first time after I've become the Cabinet Minister for Civil Aviation. Good morning. Vanakkam. So first time I've come to Chennai International Airport after becoming the Cabinet Minister for Civil Aviation. And coming from the state of Andhra Pradesh, I feel like Chennai is like a home only. A lot of love and affection from the people here, so very happy to be here. And the reason that I'm here today especially is to inaugurate Udan Yatri Cafe. This has been a big initiative from our ministry after I took charge. And you would have seen that for the last 10 years, civil aviation has grown tremendously in the country. We have built a lot of new airports. We have increased the passenger capacity in our airports and also the connectivity also. More number of planes have come in the last 10 years. So more people are traveling by air. More people prefer to travel by air also today. And that one scheme which has helped in this is the Udan scheme. Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. This was a brainchild of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, who wanted to push lot of activity in civil aviation, and under his guidance we started the Udan scheme. It was a revolutionary scheme, and in the last 8 years through the Udan scheme we had 1 crore 50 lakh people traveling in 619 routes. So it was very successful for us. Now we thought more people are coming in. We are trying to take feedback from the passengers also what is more required. So one thing we continuously received was to have some reasonable prices, some items available at the airports also. So we took that feedback and we created Udan Yatri Cafe today. The first one we started in December, in the month of December in Calcutta Airport. And it was a huge success till now. And from the initiation till now, if you see, every day almost 35,000 per day sales have been happening there. And what is special about this Udan Yatri Cafe is that we have kept 5 or 6 items which are available there. Water bottle for 10 rupees, tea coffee for 10 rupees, samosa for 20 rupees, and any other sweet. If it is here, then sweet of the day, some speciality which is local variety, that also for around 20 rupees we want to sell it to the passengers. Because we feel nobody should be hungry at the airport just because the prices are high or prices are not reasonable. So we thought this will be a great initiative. Now that Udan has come in, after Udan scheme has come in, you have seen that a lot of middle class, lower middle class are also preferring to travel by air. So we thought we have to connect it much more way. We have to offer them more services also at the airport. And this has been my priority. After taking charge as Civil Aviation Minister, I've said that continuously at the core of all my policy making, I'll keep passengers in the thought process. Whatever they require, whatever their feedback is, we'll take it seriously and we'll try to implement in our policy making. And through that process, we have started this Udan Yatri Cafe. And in the last 2 months, once we started in Kolkata, it has generated a lot of positive buzz also around it. And more people were asking like, when is it going to come to our airports? So once we finished Kolkata, we thought where else should we start it? We thought it should be in Chennai only. So Chennai, we have started the second one. Already we see that there is a lot of positive buzz around it. And we are going to launch many more in the coming future also. And we want to see that every airport has this kind of stall in the future. So one by one we are going to start. Today we have started another one, and very happy to be starting it here in Chennai. And other than that, there is a lot of activity happening in the Chennai airport also. If you see, it is the 4th largest airport for us. And for AI also, very important airport for the Airport Authority of India. It is like the gateway of the East, Chennai. So definitely we have to put a lot of focus on more development of this airport. And previously, the airport, the terminal that we are sitting in right now has been inaugurated by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. And we are trying to build another terminal also. This was supposed to be T2 phase 1. Now T2 phase 2 is also under construction, and we want to finish it as soon as possible. We have T1, we have T4, which is also handling domestic passengers. And presently we are trying to see enhance the capacity. Right now we have around 22 million annual capacity which is handling, and we can run up to 35. We have the opportunity to take it up to 35. So we have to see seamlessly do the efficient construction of the other terminal buildings and operations so that more passenger capacity can be handled from the Chennai airport. And on behalf of that, we are continuously in discussion with the state government also, whatever we require. We are in constant touch, and we believe that we'll get the support, because this is not an area for politics, this is for public development. And ultimately, if you see the airport operations grow, then it has a direct correlation with the economic activity of the city also. Wherever you have more better airports, wherever you have better connectivity, where you have better connections, there the city also grows, the tourism activity grows, lot of trade, commerce, everything grows. So with that process, we are going to keep Chennai airport as a topmost priority from our side, and we are going to ensure that in future also any issues that come up here are going to be tackled on a real-time basis. Yeah, now you can ask for it.
Sir, Parandur is waiting for in-principle approval from the
Yes.
Civil Aviation Ministry. What is the status of when is it likely to be?
So Parandur Airport, which is supposed to be the second airport for Chennai city, has been under discussion for quite some time. The site clearance was applied first. So we have done the site clearance. We have given the approval for site clearance. And in the second stage, which is the in-principle approval, the state has again sent it for the in-principle approval, and we have done the thorough consultation on that. And in the nearby time, within a week or two, we are following the due process. So in Delhi itself, we'll have one special meeting for the in-principle approval, and after the process, we are going to give the approval. So it is very much in process.
Recent bilateral air service agreements, Bengaluru Airport has been prioritized over Chennai, especially in the agreement, revised agreement with Vietnam. Chennai was removed and Bengaluru was added. What were the criteria used to make this decision, given Chennai international traffic and economic importance? Which steps are being taken to include around other airports like Trichy in future agreements?
I'm exactly not aware of this issue, but generally once a point of call is given, we don't remove it from the services. Now you have asked a very specific question. I have to check up on this. I don't want to give any wrong data or wrong comment on this. But like I said, Chennai is a very important city in the country itself, like gateway to the east. So definitely if there is any removal, we'll see how to get it back. But the other thing is, point of call might be there, the connectivity would have stopped. The airlines would have preferred to go there. If that is the case, then we'll ask the airlines also to start it again. So we'll have to check up on that.
Nearest station price வந்து அதிகமாக இருக்குது ஃப்ளைட்டில் 18,000 அதை கொஞ்சம் கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணலாமா பேசஞ்சருக்கு?
Now,
திருச்சி சென்னை 20,000 price rate.
Flight rates, okay. If we have more connectivity, then the rates will come down. So if you are seeing slightly increase, then the demand is more there. So we'll need to have more connectivity, and we'll advise the airlines to connect more cities.
At festival time also, ticket prices increase.
Yes.
Diwali.
So right now, the way our ticket fare system works is it is according to the demand only. If there is a lot of demand, then automatically some price raise. We are trying to sensitize the airlines and all to keep it reasonable, because internationally, if you see all countries, they have kept it open only. There is no regulation of airfares anywhere, because we want the competition to play in. It ultimately has to be an advantage for the passenger who is traveling. But in cases where we see a hike, like recently in Kumbh time also, there was a little hike. Then we called in the airlines, we sensitized them that this is not the way to go. We have to keep it moderated at a certain price. So they have also agreed, and they have done some changes from their side. We want the competition to also be there, and prices also to be very affordable. So we are continuously discussing with the airlines to ensure that that stays during festivals also.
The Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has complained about the lack of work quality in Air India system. What does TGCA planning on this?
No, that incident immediately I have also spoken to Shivrajji and found out what exactly happened, and based on his comments, then we have told the DGCA to investigate into the incident, what exactly happened on the flight, and what was wrong with the seat and everything. So they are going to prepare a report, and based on the report, if we see that any wrongdoings or anything which was not done properly from this thing, then we'll see according to procedure what action we have to take, we'll take.
Central government is interested in new airport setting up Hosur.
State government. Not central government, state government.
Your approval is must.
Yeah, approvals should be taken.
So you were interested in Hosur because
No,
of
state government has sent for this thing, site clearance right now. They have not sent yet. So it is not, state government has to take the initiative, they have to send it. They have asked for pre-feasibility right now. Yeah.
People of Paranpur have expressed strong resistance for the airport construction and thus demanded the government to look for
That is for the state government.
in their land. How is the government?
See, for us, if you ask us, central government is wanting to have more airports in the country. And we are not the ones selecting where it should be. It is the state government which is proposing we want an airport here. Like I've told, when it comes for site clearance, the state itself asks that this is the site we have selected. Can we build an airport here or not? Then we go into studying the feasibility of it. The operations, the navigation, the technical study, that is what we do. It is not we telling them that this is where you have to construct the airport. So any issue related to the land lies with the state government itself. So wherever they show us the land, we do the feasibility study. If it goes through it, then we tell that this is good for building an airport, and we give the comments to the state government itself.
For a long time, Terminal 3, for a long time, शुरू हुए ना, कब finish Terminal 3 होगा?
Terminal 3, very rightfully, what is the completion time?
March 26.
March 26. He'll complete.
Next year.
Yes. March 26.
Sir, what is your opinion?
Sir, can you just highlight what is the status of the privatization of airports, which has been going on for long? I think 11 or 13 airports have been identified.
No, earlier, before the general elections, one proposal was given, and it is there with the cabinet itself. Cabinet still has to decide on these 11 airports, and it is lying at that stage.
And when you're talking about the Chennai airport, the biggest complaint has been saying that there are some petty issues going to the parking place, things like that. But how do you sort out?
Because that seems to be the biggest issue. And even today, if you look at the social media, people keep talking away, not access to the where we have to walk for a long time. So how do you plan to address those issues?
Yeah, very good. So we have one review meeting also here, and the main reason for me to come here and review is to find out these petty issues only, because for passengers they are the most priority issues. We want very comfortable and convenient travel for the passenger right from parking to boarding. So any small issue that is being flagged by any passenger, we are going to take it very, very seriously. And in the review meeting also, all these issues I am going to discuss. And even if it is the smallest of the issue, we are going to ensure that we find a solution for it. And like I said, if there is anything with the state government, we would request their support also in getting it done. Otherwise, from our side, we can confidently say that if there is anything from airport side that we have to do, we will ensure that it is 100% done. That is the commitment we'll show. No, we have invited the state government. I think Mr. Raja is representing them.
As far as Paranpur is concerned, when it comes to the site itself, right, in your reviews and in your consultations, like, did it feature that this is very close to a strategic naval airbase which operates manned and unmanned aircraft and in quite large numbers? So, how much of a consideration is that?
Yeah, so whenever we do this feasibility study, we take into account what are the other airports or nearby airports and the airspace, how it is being utilized. It can be defense or other regular airports also. So once we take clearance from all the surrounding areas and the other operators, only then we give the site approval. So the consultation was all done with them, their approval was taken, and that was included.
Privatization, in fact, one of the things which worry a lot of people here is maybe after this, all the construction is over, Chennai may be given to a private people. And that concern
Chennai is not there, don't worry.
What is your opinion about privatization airport?
See, we have seen that when there is privatization, there is some improvement in the services also. So we are trying to work out a model, balance it between this. And the second thing is that there is a inflow of investment. And right now we have seen that we are trying to build more airports. Now for Airport Authority of India, we are building airports in these locations where there is no viability. So it is a lot of burden for Airport Authority of India also. And if you want to give that kind of push, now the air travel is increasing, like I said. Passenger capacity needs to be increased. And when there is a stress financially, it helps a little bit when you are trying. It's not exactly privatization. We are just leasing the operations of the airport. The land is still with the central government only. We only have the land. It is just the operations for a certain period of time. We are telling that someone will come in and will do the operations there. And in that, if he can bring in more money to give better services, it ultimately helps the passenger only.
Will it happen there? Will same happen to Chennai? If once these happen, you will probably title a landlord port, you give it to the private operator to operate. Is that what?
No. This one we are keeping it very close to our heart. We want to better the services here ourselves only. So we are trying to do our best in Chennai Airport.
Sir, and one thing,
We are trying to see, because we feel there is a lot of potential for the Chennai Airport. Whatever area is available within the airport structure, we are trying to see how we can build a little more terminal capacity there. For the time being, the T3 or Terminal 2 Phase 2, that is under construction now. That is going to add some capacity. Now T1 and T4, which are existing, we are trying to enhance that also. Any small addition that we can do, we are trying to enhance whatever little land is available, because this is a very locked place right now, all from all sides. You can't really go for expansion much. But whatever is available, and technically wherever we can build, we are trying to look into that capacity. With that only, we might go up to 35 million.
So one of the key concerns is the secondary runway of the airport is, there are obstacles on the approach. As a result of
Yes.
which there are a lot of constraints and only Code C, can be handled right now. Are we taking up with the state government to remove the obstacles? Because this has been an ongoing issue for the last couple of years now.
Based on experience, it becomes very difficult to remove the experience, because there have been constructions for a long time and it becomes a challenge. So we take a very practical approach. Your comment is very right in the sense wide body aircrafts can't land through one runway. So we are trying to streamline the operations. How do we use both the runways so that arrival, departures, everything can happen seamlessly? So the main runway itself will cater for departures or landing of this big aircraft. Smaller narrow body, we can try to operate on the other one also. So we are trying to integrate both the runways in the existing way only. If it gets cleared, if the obstacles get cleared, and it's a very good thing for all of us. But sometimes you have to think practically, it becomes a challenge. Most of the places we try to consult the state government for this, and they become like endless discussions only.
So there have been many flights